Hey, greetings from Texas. I thought I'd try another alcohol stove meal with my Trangia stove and Hungarian mess kit. I'm trying to get a actual Swedish mess kit because I like the shape better, this kidney shape. It's kind of weird, so it makes you have a little less surface area. Anyway, I don't have a simmer ring. Today I'm going to make beef chili with beans. So I'm going to try this lid of a pickle jar and see if that gives me some kind of a simmer. I did order one found one on eBay, so I'm waiting for that to come in. Watched a lot of videos, people struggling cooking with mess kits. They're really not designed to be for actual cooking, more for heating. World War II, at least the GI mess kit was made more for going to a field kitchen and having some kind of dinnerware, something to eat out of. So because of the properties of aluminum and the thinness of the metal, it doesn't handle heat very well. So I see a lot of people struggling with breakfast. So I'm going to do some videos on how to effectively cook with these mess kits, particularly eggs and pancakes. People tend to flip the pancake too soon, or they destroy the egg and they just have their heat too hot. So anyway, I'll address that later. So we're going to make chili. You're limited by the size of your pot. 1.5 liters, I think, on this Hungarian. So for ingredients, I have onion, garlic, a Knorr beef bouillon cube, a jalapeno, 1/3 of a pound of ground beef. Instead of hauling around tomato paste, you can get tubes like this, and chefs actually prefer this. It's a lot more flavorful, the paste. You can make your own, or you can use tomato powder, which if you're backpacking, all you have to do is, if you have a food dehydrator, is dehydrate some tomatoes and then grind them up in a spice powder into a spice grinder, and you'll have a concentrated powder, which adds flavor, and that will save you from hauling something like this around. Okay, so we got tomatoes, garlic, onion, a Knorr beef bouillon cube, jalapeno, 1/3 pound of ground beef, our tomato paste, salt and pepper. I'm using black beans, and in this case, chili seasoning. Chili powder is basically just red chili powder with cumin and onion powder, garlic powder, things like that already in it. And oil, some kind of fat. I have some German World War II butter dishes, which are good for hauling around butter. It'll keep your butter for a good week as long as it's not too hot. Or you can use ghee, G-H-E-E. I would highly recommend that if you're doing a lot of outdoor cooking. And get a German surplus butter dish. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm using 91% alcohol. I looked at videos on YouTube on the best fuels. Firebox, the YouTube channel Firebox, did an extensive test on it, and out of all the expensive fuels, the cheapest came in the top 3, which was 91% alcohol. I tried 70% alcohol the first time. It worked. I mean, I made stew. Second time when I made SOS, I used the 91%, and I'm happy with that. And it's 1/3 of the cost of all the other fuels, and it's available anywhere. Okay, so let's get going. Let's go ahead and prime this dude. And that'll help your flame bloom faster. It's kind of like the old Svia 123R and the Optimus stoves. You used to pour fuel on the fuel tank to help pressurize the fuel before you actually let the pressure build up. And this is kind of a similar thing. So first, we're going to introduce a little oil into our cooking vessel. And I'm not going to wait for it to bloom. No sense wasting fuel. It's going to eventually heat up, and you also prevent it getting too hot too fast. Okay, so we got our beef. Hopefully I'm on camera here. And move that closer. And I'll give you some peeks into the pot as we go along. We got our salt and pepper. I make my own Himalayan smoked sea salt by putting this in my smoker just on a cookie sheet and letting it smoke for about 2 to 3 hours. A little bit of that, and if you see my other videos, you know I like pepper. Alright, so let's get our veggies in here. First stir. Give you a little look into the pan here, see what we got going so far. All right. Salt, a bit more pepper. Another look-see in that pan. Season handy. Let's get the beans. We're going to use the water from the beans. The starch will help thicken it up. How much water you put in is up to you. That depends on how soupy you want your chili or how thick you want it. Okay, the meat's all browned up, so I'm going to use about, I'm going to guesstimate kind of a tablespoon. And I'm going to take the water level up just above the contents of the pan. Give you a better idea what's going on. Okay, you can see the water is working. That onion you can save later for an omelet. Same with the tomato. I know that's not popular with the environmentalists. But I'm in my 60s, I ain't got much time left, so I'm going to leave the largest carbon footprint I can. Alright, let's add the Knorr beef cube. I'm only going to use about 2/3 of it. again, because I don't want it to be too salty. And it'll just add some richness to the broth. So I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll come back when it's starting to simmer. Okay, it's literally 2 minutes from when I just walked away. It's at a simmer. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the beans. And the chili seasoning mix. And I'm going to use about 2/3 of that. Let's see if my idea for a homemade simmer ring will work. There's no way to grab that dude. Yeah, I cut the flame down slightly, but all right, we're going to come back in 10 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom, which it's not, thank God. It'd be nicer when I get that simmering. All right, 5 more minutes and then we'll uncover it. All right, through the magic of YouTube, it's been a total of 10 minutes. Doesn't feel like anything's stuck. All right, let's get this dude off. Okay. Alright, well there's our chili. So let's serve it up and see how it tastes. There's our finished chili. Give you a better look. There. Be good with some cornbread. That is hot, and that is good. I'm going to finish my chili. I hope you enjoyed it. Very simple recipe. And again, there's no reason why you can't eat good while you're camping. Food always tastes better in the outdoors as far as I'm concerned, so why not just go that extra mile and make your trip that much more enjoyable. Okay, thanks for watching.